Hey, John here again. So this lever is off a John Deere sabre. I think they made it for Home Depot back in the early 2000s, but it's a moot point what it came off of, because this thing is breaking. It broke a belt. Now I have a video that premature breaking belts on this other John Deere, different model, but I'll probably include that at the end of this video. But I think what's going on here is because this lever, because I checked out the rest of the pulleys, everything seems to be okay. All the pulleys on the rest of the deck are fine, but here's what I found as a discrepancy. I don't know if you can, it's kind of hard to make this out. With this on a deck and everything was in place, this lever here is, when you engage your mower, it's a manual, it doesn't have an electric clutch, so when you push your lever, it pulls tight on the belt. But what was going on, if you could just imagine this is sitting on a deck, right? There's so much play, and I'll take this apart in a second to show you, that this pulley was literally going up 3/4 to an inch up and down, just in play, as it's just sitting there in a rest position. So I have a feeling what was going on was when this mower was disengaged and the belt was just sitting there loosely. Like I said, it's not an electric clutch, which are always tight. This just sits there loosely, and I think, from this dip, when it got engaged, it kind of probably rode up on this upper lip, because when you pull it tight, it wants to put force on it and pull it tight, but when it's in a rest position, it was probably down, and the belt was probably hanging at a position where it was maybe halfway on, halfway off. I don't know, I'm just guessing here, but then when you pull on this lever to engage it, it pops it up, and probably got caught in here, and pow, broke it clean off. Actually, I got the belt, let me show you. Broke this belt clean off, and there's not really nothing wrong with the belt as far as, there was, it doesn't look like a brand new belt, but it's definitely wasn't checked or chafed or cracked or anything, but it did snap it clean. So it goes, like I said, it sits flat on your deck, and this bushing in here, then we can make that out. Where is it? Like, there's probably a 1/16 of it gone, maybe. It's hard to tell, but you could definitely feel there's a, where it's been riding on this, and this is even oblong. It's no longer a circle. So you see all this play in there, and this top piece is ovaled out. The bottom piece seems to be okay, but here's what I'm going to do to remedy it, because to find this piece is probably not likely. I don't think anybody would stop, apart from, maybe they would, I don't know. I'm not going to look it up, because I believe I can salve this for probably under $2. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 washers. I found these at, I think, Tractor Supply. I took the bushing with me, and I needed the closest I can to the the ID here, the inner part. You can even see it up here where it's worn, how much play, and then you get back here, it's not as much, but still, this is the closest I come, because I wanted a bigger OD here, because what I'm going to do here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this bushing, put these washers in the center here, right? Put this thing back together, and take one washer on the top, one washer on the bottom, and apply some pressure to this pin to make it go forward. I don't know if you can make that out. I can't really zoom in because my hands are dirty, but there's a good amount of ovalness going on there. So I want to push this pin that way, the bushing up that way, and then just here's what I'm going to do. Put a couple of vice grips here. Yeah, I think you get what I'm going to do here. And then this way, I'm going to weld these washers to the inside here, and that way you can still remove the bushing if you want. If you have to take this, bar off for whatever reason, but these washers are going to be welded to this, and if you could see here, there will be no more play, and this won't walk up and down anymore. So that's what I'm going to do. Now let me clean this up, and I'll show you the end result. But yeah, something like that. Ooh, a little warm still. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's definitely going to take up the gap for sure. So that's what I was thinking. This is the top. So going under here, and that bushing in there. Oh yeah, that's nice and tight. Probably see better from here. I don't know if you can or not, but now bushing us forward, yeah. Got half moon behind it. It's taken up by that washer on both sides, so that's going to be good with that, and that'll hopefully solve this walking up and down problem. Once I get it on the deck, I'll know, because I know what it was before. Hey, welds are hot. I know what it was before, so I'm expecting this not to walk up and down. It'll be tight once again. So now I'm just going to go bolt it back up to the machine. This goes underneath. This booger goes here. I'm not going to do this right now, but and that's that. Now, watch this. It's a little hot. I forgot if I showed this thing going back and forth. It's solid now. Solid, doesn't even move a bit. I mean, it's still loose, but yeah. So everything's solid now. Anyways, that's all I got, just in case you have you're breaking your belt for no reason. Again, I have that other video that has breaking belts. Not the one that was shredding belts, but there's one that, you know, it kept breaking a belt, and it was just a pulley that underneath got wad out. As far as I'm not going to take this off, but you know, it ground over time, ground in there, and the pulley was doing the same thing. It was going back and forth every time. This it was an electric clutch, but every time it engaged, this was just had too much play in it, and it was just catching a lip or whatever it was doing. I mean, you have no idea when the belt's going to blow, so it ain't like you got your face under there looking at things. But so I think this is going to do the trick, and I can even see where this washer was. I can see that washer was back there rubbing holes, so now it's more forward. I think this is going to do the trick. Anyways, time will tell. Thanks for watching. That's Bodie. Bodie loves to go outside, run around. But Bodie knows when there's sprinklers on. He don't like them. Well, you go peepees? Yeah? You go peepees? Come on. Come, Bodie. Come on. He usually comes running out of here. He's like, yeah, no, I hear sprinklers. What's with the sprinklers, dude? You wanna go out that way? You wanna go out the other way? I don't know why he's like nervous. Come on, buddy. Beep, beep. Go out this way. Yep. Yep. Ain't got no problem going that way. I don't know, he says. Are there water out here? Look at him, look at it. It's just water, man. Ain't gonna hurt you. Go pee-pee. Good boy. Chicken.